This is our new friend Kelvin. He's towing us to a station nearby so that we can get help with our broken Land Rover. Kelvin's a diesel mechanic.
Daddy, your car isn't even on.
No, we're being towed. How about that?
Yeah.
Good way to spend your birthday, Isabel.
Yeah.
Mm.
My birthday's a bit special.
Isn't it? It's very good.
Just make sure you have the red. It is recording with the red light flashing, isn't it?
Yes.
Hello.
We have been broken for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. When Kelvin pulled up in his diesel Daihatsu here, it gave a big backfire and it had lost all its coolant. So it took us some time to hot run his again and fill it with water. And he feels confident that he'll be able to make it to the homestead with us, so off we go.
Got me keep recording or change of scenery. Got some trees.
Kelvin's a mechanic that works on different properties in the area. He's down from Alice Springs. He does a loop and stays at properties a few days at a time and sorts out their machinery. Apparently he's got a loader and whatever to work on at this property that we're just coming to now, which is where he's towing us to. It was only, as it turns out, about 5 k's up the road from where we broke down. As Robin just said though, we probably would have turned around and headed back the other way on foot towards Coober Pedy and not struck anything for 100 kilometres, so it's precisely why we stayed with the vehicle.
Trees.
Well, we're back at Coober Pedy. We were recovered yesterday afternoon. That black dot there is how far we made it. We actually got towed into Mount Barry Homestead there. And the lovely people there let us use their phone. As it turns out, the first people that came through on the track got a message to the Oodnadatta Roadhouse, who then rang through to the RAA for us, or to the recovery back at Coober Pedy. We were able to talk to the Roadhouse at oodnadatta and let them know that we were okay, and it all spearheaded from there, so we didn't have 2 parties coming in for us. It all worked out okay. So now we're back here. I'm currently waiting to be picked up by the workshop manager, and I'll go and fix the car. We're alternating our plans now. We're changing our plans. We're going to head back along the William Creek Road after the car's fixed, and chop about 400 kilometres off our little loop that we were going to do. Means we won't see the Pink Roadhouse or anything like that this time, but there'll be next time, so that's okay. So we'll head William Creek. All going well. We'll go into Lake Eyre South, camp there, and and then really want to go to Coward Springs. I've heard that's pretty nice, and then back down.
Recording.
Jumping back on the horse, or back on the bike, whatever you want to call it. And we're doing a little test drive of about 30 odd kilometres to the breakaways, back down the road to Oodnadatta, after having repaired the car.
Woohoo!
So we'll see how this goes, and depending on the outcome, we'll discuss the rest of our journey. We're not towing at this point, it's just a satellite trip out of Coober Pedy. So the trailer was still set up at the caravan park for tonight. We're just heading to a lookout, a simple trip out and back in again. We have some provisions if things do go wrong, but not many. And we'll see what happens. We'll let you know. It's Thursday. We're about two days behind schedule. We just left Coober Pedy. We're on the William Creek Road out of Coober Pedy, so just slightly south of Coober Pedy. We test drove the car yesterday afternoon, did a small trip, and it was all good. Did a shakedown run, and it was literally a shakedown run. The condition of the road was atrocious. So it was a good test. So we're going to miss the top leg of our tour and go to William Creek instead of up via Oodnadatta. I guess we'll see that next year, hopefully, when we go up to Simpson. That's the plan. So far everything's all good. As it turns out, it was just a bit of bad luck, we reckon, because last night we had a family come in and plonk next to us from the recovery truck, and they were in a 2-year-old Prado with a flash camper trailer and everything, and they still broke down as well. So, and they'd just had a major service on the Friday before they left Melbourne, and apparently it was a fuel issue with the tank, but yeah, they're still to find out. So yeah, it seems it doesn't matter what you spend, how old your car is, etc. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Anyway, off we go.
It's over the hill. Be nothing. Road.
Did you shut that off? Turned it totally off, not just asleep?
Oh.
Yep.
No, I shut mine down. It's okay.